Hi, fellow Scorpios. Welcome to Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your January 2024 crystal ball scrying and tarot reading. It's going to be an interesting month because I have seen a song that just could not get out of my head, and for some reason I thought it was a different band, but it's Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls. I don't know if you're over there and you're East End boys and West End girls. I'm not sure if that's who is listening in. But what I did get was that whole class system. That's what I was seeing as being a worry to you. So Scorpios, for some reason, you're being influenced. I'm straight away hearing interest rates. So that is becoming a concern. And I feel like there's potentially people who are looking for a big purchase or moving and could be in a state of renting. This is straight away, do not be concerned and make the wrong move about what other people think or their opinions, because I'm hearing the word misfortune. Missed fortune and misfortune. So something that might look rougher or be not as on the wrong side of town, or something like that is going to be the right purchase. Something that is sort of seen in society as not as good is going to give you less concerns. It's sort of like you're trying to keep up with the Joneses or doing something, and that will be missed fortune or misfortune, as in it's going to cost you too much. So that's just something that's coming up. The same, I've just seen something really interesting actually. Just let me pick up on this. It's the same thing with, there's something that you have that you are going to throw out. So this is for other people who are not buying a big purchase. There's something that you're going to throw out, discard, and you could use your skills, talent, somehow network to fix it, and it will be the perfect thing. I'm just thinking for something like a piece of furniture or something that could have been repaired, and it's going to fit just right, and it is the thing that you should be doing. And it's that same thing of feeling like, oh, this is old, and something that is bothering you is what other people would think or something like that, Scorpio. It's the wrong way to be thinking, especially at the moment. So shake the energy out of other people. I'm hearing circle of influence, because you have an opportunity to make some fortune out of something that's sort of, you would normally think, oh, what would others think? Don't think like that. So there's going to be a mistake that I'm seeing sparkling, like there's gold or money in the thing that other people are not looking at. The other people are sort of, it's as though, for example, if you're going to looking at rentals and other people are kind of like, oof, never that place. That's the one that would be the good and the same thing if you're buying, there might be something wrong with it that people are turned off, but you're going to have the skills or the network to be able to fix the problem, and then that's going to make you all the money at the point when you want to resell. It would be a good buy location or something, instead of trying to sort of keep up with the Joneses. What else am I getting? I'm focusing in on this money thing. So there's something else, money coming in. You've got good feeling here of money. I'm seeing a money in the hand, and then sharing. Okay, so if you maybe go and get a Tats Lotto ticket or a scratchy or something, but have the intention when you're buying it right from the point to give half of it away. I want to say that it's as if it won't come to you unless you completely surrender to the idea of sharing the wealth, and then it can come through. It's like there's a flow of energy available to you. It's as if you're in a time when you're feeling like you can't tap into any abundance and you're feeling worried about money. that's the time to clear the energy channels and say, I'll actually not take as much, or I'll gift some of this back, and then it will flow through. That's actually a really important one, because I'm seeing all these numbers coming in to sort of say, yeah, but you have to think about that and have real intention to gift some, or, you know, not be, greed is a mistake, Scorpio, for you at the moment. And that's what this West End girls, East End boys coming in, I'm really feeling like that is something that's going to cause a problem, a misstep, by worrying about others, or, you know, having that sort of, those kind of thoughts in your mind is going to be where you go wrong, where you head in the wrong direction, Scorpio. I'm feeling like it's the same with jobs as well. Make sure that if you're looking for work, that you use your intuition for different positions, even if it's if you're being offered a position up, and it might look like, oh, this is not so great, but I think it's going to be good for you if you use your, lots of options on the table here. So great card to come up with this message. There are a lot of choices at the moment, and you know, this is funny because you've got this cup here with money and pearls in it, and you've got a castle here, and there's all these people, but there's a mask here, and I would say, and a snake. So be careful, because it looks like this lady here, and everybody's sort of saying, oh, how about this, but some of the faces do look a bit iffy, like what's on offer. And you know, here, close your eyes and use your intuition and do what's going to be, try to ask for what's going to be the greater good for everybody in your choices. That's going to serve you really well. And using your intuition, instead of getting the shiny thing like the castle here, you know, maybe you do have to use your intuition to work out what is going to be the best option for you. Ace of Swords here, communication, using your knowledge that you have, the knowledge that you've gained. Also take knowledge from others. You know, make sure that you're asking a lot of questions when it comes to these things. Don't make any quick decisions. Time is not imperative here. Feel like I've got this anxious feeling, like my heart is racing, as though I've got to do this within a certain time. Here we go. Four of Swords. You can see there that it's actually a time to rest, to not be pushed into a choice that's influenced by others, by the outside world, and listening to others. It's a time to actually go back to the basics and sort of say, well, actually, what do I want in my life? Really, I only need simple things to make me relaxed and happy. So let's say when it's talking about this move, because I'm hearing about that, the real estate. What's the really important thing? Maybe it's that it's the ugly house, but it's close to the water, you know, where you want to be. And that's what's going to make you happy. It's that type of energy that I'm feeling for you, Scorpio. And it's funny because it's all of this communication and up in your head, and others and ideas and people influencing you. And I heard that circle of influence. So really stay out of other people's ideas and what they want, and go within. Use your own, this is you, Ace of Cups, like this is the perfect emotion kind of card. And, you know, I always feel when I get an Ace of Cups, there could be a really great relationship that's coming in for you as well, and that you're feeling emotionally stable at the moment as well. So even though there's all of this craziness going on, Water signs do well in turbulent emotional, because we can handle it. We can handle quite a lot. But to fill your cup up, think about what is important to you, and the real things that are important, not what other people think. That's going to be really important. Don't worry if you're not quite where you're supposed to be, or you think I should have done more or been in a better job or a better position by now, because really all a Scorpio needs is the sunglasses, the relaxing water, being by water, getting into nature. They don't need too much to make them happy. And I feel like it's a fake feeling, that you're having. This could be to do with a divorce, a separation. Here we've got the Ten of Swords. Again, so many swords energy here for a Scorpio, which is that, air energy. We have your Aquariuses, your Librans, and your Gemini sorts of energy coming through. But, straight away there's a divorce here. Perhaps it's a burdens, not feeling like there's knives in your back and all of that kind of thing. That's coming in for you, Scorpio. And it could be feeling like that maybe not just with relationships, but because I'm seeing it underneath this Ace of Swords and I'm thinking about work, occupations and things like that. There could have been a sort of a heavy burden and then a need to leave from a workplace as well, or change of position because you just weren't happy with what was surrounding you. And again, I'm seeing this clock as though you're putting yourself under some kind of time pressure, or there actually is a pressure on, maybe there is a deadline or a time that you are having to work to because, you have to get another job, whatever, but you're being too influenced by the outside and not going within and kind of saying, actually, what do I really need here to pull myself out of this position? And I'm really feeling like a passive kind of incomes, and working on your hobbies could be really good for you as well. We've got the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles coming up as well, and underneath the Lovers. So there could be a Gemini that's influencing this as well. But this could be what it's all about too, is about relationships, not being in the right place. It could be same-sex relationship. It could be, somebody that's coming that you're wanting to bring in, and a change in status of relationship. It could be because there's the divorce card here. So these are the energies that are in January. And I just feel like the outside world is becoming too much of a thought in your mind or an influence to the situation. And again, here's the serpent or the snake coming around that I was worried about in this cup here. Something outside that could be lurking around, giving suggestions or talking in your ear about how things should be, or which side of the tracks, east side, or whatever, what was that? West End girls, society being worried or talking about different things, or, you shouldn't be with this kind of person because they're from the wrong side of the tracks, or anything like that is not the right energy for the Scorpios to be in. And we've got the Four of Pentacles had the Hierophant over it. So again, somebody looking over and presiding over what is going on as well. That is coming up right next to the divorce card. So I feel like that something is in the works. If you were leaving somewhere from an occupation, there's this energy here of that, somebody's making the decisions on this. And also if you were looking to change positions in a job role, that's being Four of Pentacles in this case. Be careful, because I was thinking about the miser kind of card and feeling as though you're clutching on to money is going to get you in big trouble, Scorpio, because this is like a misfortune or a misstep. By clutching on to your money and feeling like it's all mine or I need this much, then somebody's going to make the decision to take some of that off of you. So it's the idea that I was talking about with sharing some of that money, or, you know, not worrying about what the outside social media is looking at in terms of, you know, oh, look, she's moving into this place or he's moving into this house, and it's not, you know, the society. You know, you're going to end up making a misfortune because somebody is actually making a bigger decision about this, or somebody has control from the outside. And I feel like this is to do with committing you to something. So your decision is very important with how the energy that you have behind something, your intention, because it's being, you know, I feel as though the Hierophant is almost like someone making decisions from a higher up and from a higher perspective, and they're going to make choices for you that, if you're not careful, could be unpleasant for you because of the way that you have not gone within and really had the right intentions. Interesting, Ace of Cups at the bottom of here, but I haven't started shuffling. So it's to do with relationships too. Just be very careful about your attitude towards money, or it could be taken away from you, or what you're concerned about. And same with, in terms of relationships, have that, even though we're in a time where interest rates are going up, it seems like it's everyone for themselves. Don't have that, you know, have this generosity. Know that you have more than enough, and have this feeling that you can gift some of this out. That's the best way for you to have the happiness that you're seeking. You know, more of the exact thing that I was seeing with, if you won Tats Lotto, having the intention when you're picking the numbers to give away half of it, because you only need, instead of, you know, 100 million, you're happy with 50 million. Something like that is coming out here for you, Scorpio, and I'm really cautious of not taking on this energy myself, because it can be feeling like that. Yeah, look, Judgment in reverse. If there is someone, you know, judging over this, be cautious, because it's coming up in reverse, that it won't be in your favor if you've gone the wrong way about it. You've got the Star here, Aquarius energy. It could be happening in the time of Aquarius. And, you know, again, this whole Ace of Swords, I mean, that's an Aquarian energy too, because you've got your air signs. So the Star is a beautiful card. It's one of balance. Again, I'm feeling like the water tipping out 50-50 here. 50 onto the earth, 50 into the water. So, and that could be, straight away I'm thinking earth and water signs as well. But, you know, making sure that you're evenly thinking about things in a fair way, and being fair to yourself. You've got the Strength card coming up as well. It could mean that this is coming up over the Four of Swords. Again, going within, resting, having the strength, taking a hold of the line within. That's that I'm straight away for hearing and seeing my anxiety that was coming up, the freak out. Don't go into freak out mode, Scorpio. Make sure that you tame the beast within and sort of say, you know, I'm going to be fine. I don't need as much as what I think. It doesn't matter what other people think in the circle of influence. I know what's best for me. I need just creature comforts to make me very happy. And that would bring in this beautiful Ace of Cups lovers energy in a nice way, rather than having that whole serpent coming out from behind. Awesome. I'm loving this. You've got the Fool. This has come out in all of the readings so far. The start of the year card for me, the January, new energy, and it sort of landed right here, which is over the divorce and over the Ace of Cups, an absolute new direction to head now, the closing out of a cycle, the starting of a new one, taking a leap of faith. There could be something really nice here where, he's got, maybe you could be even thinking of a move, perhaps that's going to be involved in this as well, heading in a new direction, but fresh energy for the new year. Absolutely love to see a full coming up for the start of 2024, because it means old cycles are now to be closed out. Let the judgment happen. Let this close out. It's the end of a cycle, a 10, and bring in the 0. Like, make sure that you've got that in mind, that you'll have enough. Look at him. He's going to head off on his new journey with just whatever is in this tiny little satchel, little bit literally on a rod here. He's got a walking stick, he's got his dog, and he's heading off happy because he's emotionally got everything that he needs by doing that. So, we've got it. Here we go. Here you are, the Queen of Cups, coming out with the Victory card. So here you are, Scorpio. If you do have the right kind of energy and come from the right heart center, you're going to have victory. You'll end up with what you actually need. I'm careful to say, I don't want to say want, because I'm not sure that what you want, could be from an outside influence. What you need to be this person, you're going to be victorious with that. And just be careful too that, I'm just thinking here, before I even go to this card, I'm going to talk about something too to do with that. Okay, so this is you, Scorpio, and you've got 6 of Rods here, Victory card. You're going to have the perfect emotional stability here. Your cup will be full. It's over the cups here. It's victory over this turmoil that's come, but it is because you've chosen something simpler, something more, by having the strength to actually just have what you need authentically and not what is influenced from outside. That's when you're going to have this victory. And also it will happen in the right time too. Here we go, you're looking out on the horizon, beautiful. This to me follows greatly after the full. So if you've had that happen, you end up with more of new growth. You end up looking out at what the future could hold. It's going to be victorious. You know that. It's going to take a little bit of time to build things, but it's the right direction to go because you're more emotionally stable. I want to say, don't snoop or lurk. Don't have that influence. Don't start looking at what other people have or troubling yourself with others, because it's just come up here with a feeling that I had about someone else, or you spying in is not good energy. And yeah, it's come out with the Hermit to go within, because this is coming upside down. There could be I feel like the Hermit is always a Virgo and sometimes a Taurus for me. So there could be a Virgo or a Taurus that is of influence with this storyline too. And they are coming up in reverse here, of being that, you're feeling as though something going on is affecting this outcome for you. You've got the Queen of Rods here again, having your boundaries set. The Queen of Rods is a fire sign, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries type energy. And those kind of qualities, I want to say, bring more playfulness. I'm feeling like this is really gotten serious here, and that's not very good energy for you, Scorpio, to kind of, when you're being looked at, be careful that you are not viewed as being, like a sharp Scorpio, like almost as though somebody might get the wrong idea if you're looking for work, that you're, or looking for houses, cutthroat kind of thing. I want to say that you want to be softer and more in your feminine energy, and that will mean that more will be disclosed to you. So you if you go within and spend some time alone to find the answers by having the Hermit up the right way, you're going to have the strength to be able to work out what you really need. And you've got this lovely energy of, and this could be the new relationship energy that you want coming in. It could be a past life type energy, someone who's really familiar to you, something that feels as though you've known this before. And that's perfect with the Lovers, because, what a nice energy to come in, that there's a Ace of Cups new relationship. It can feel, perhaps it is somebody that you've known from childhood coming back, or it could be just somebody who feels that real feeling of familiarity, and that is going to be the kind of, again, I'm hearing that playfulness coming through for you, Scorpio, that, when you were younger, you didn't need as much, and that's kind of what's going to attract the right person to come in. I'm looking at this both together. There's a smoky rose quartz, but there's also this tree agate, and its strength, which it's funny because this is what is here, and this is what you might need. So if you wanted to grab a crystal, a tree agate, if you could get a hold of that, it's for stabilizing your energy. It helps you feel safe and like secure, brings sort of strength, that kind of thing. So self-control as well, really important at this time as well, because if you're feeling like you're, you want to find the kind of positive vibration within Scorpio. I just feel, very rattled. I'm going to put that one on the Lovers and that one on the past relationships, because I just feel as though, you really have nice energy if you control yourself. Here we go. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So again, Scorpio, feeling as though you need to communicate better in relationships, express how you feel. Scorpios can often be closed off and people don't really know, they are misunderstood, and that can be your misfortune as well. So, have that kind of more playful energy, more open. I feel as though gesture is the word that I'm looking at as well, and that could be that idea of feeling like you need to be generous at this time and give out gestures, even though you're at a time when you feel a bit panicked, as though you need to keep everything in, or you need to, this miser card of holding on to your own money so you don't want others. That's going to give you this misstep. So express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Be the one that is giving and generous, and that is going to actually be the perfect flow for you, because it's continually come up about this whole thing of feeling like you're from either not enough, or that society's influencing something, and you need to get out of the way of that. None of that is important. Your real happiness lies with simple things too, Scorpio. So don't worry if you're looking for work and everything like that. It's all going to come to you. It's around in the energy if you are using your contacts and communicating well. All of this kind of energy is nice for you. I just feel like there's a lot of cautions for you, and I was really feeling anxious when I was starting to do the reading, and it's about the outside, that you're letting it affect your energy too much. Simplify, Scorpio. Keep it simple, and don't worry about the time. Maybe just for now you need less to have more later. Maybe you have to sort of go for something that you thought you didn't really want, but later on you're going to find far more wealth from making that kind of choice that may not look so great from the outside, but it will make you happy. I hope that helps, Scorpio. Looks like it's going to be an interesting start to the new year. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'll check back in with you. Happy New Year, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas.